9, discussion and possible action regarding Desert Foothills Library. I see the Executive Director, David Court. I assume that you have a report for us. Mr. Court.
I do, Matt. As Mayor Schwan has said, it's David Court. I'm the Executive Director of the Desert Foothills Library. And I am here this evening to request that the town of Carefree strongly consider reinstating the contribution that the town had historically given to the library. We understand that you are budgeting for 2012-13 year, and we hope that you will be able to include the library in this budget process. Our operating costs in our fiscal year, current fiscal year, July 1st, 2011, is in the region of $550,000 for the year. It's a little over $1,500 a day. So you can see that any contribution from the town of Carefree would be of great help to us area. But I think a little bit of history might also help. Thanks to determined volunteers, the library officially began lending books in the area on February 14th, 1954. We share our birthday with the state of Arizona, which is something we're quite proud of. Before that, books had been circulated at the Cowbell restaurant in Cave Creek, but residents soon learned that they could also visit with Dorothy Smith, who was the first librarian for the library, or indeed flag her down as they spotted her in a car as she drove around town. She would carry books in the trunk of her car. I didn't know her personally, but I have a photograph on the wall outside my office. Over the years, the library has grown from the trunk of the car into a 20,000 square foot building that we now have. There have been 5 expansions over the years, the last being in 2011, when we added 1,000 square feet to our bookstore, Chapter 2 Books. Our outside areas, including our patios, provide fantastic views, and it's a really nice place for someone to just have a coffee and take in a relaxing moment. The Desert Foothills Library is community funded. It's a non-profit public library. We're not part of the county or any city library system, and that allows us to tailor our collection and also our programs to meet the needs of the community. Our funding comes from contributions from patrons, community-minded citizens who recognise the importance of providing meaningful educational and social opportunities for lifelong learning. We also receive income from many sources within the library. We have cell tower income, we have our Chapter 2 bookstore, we have our gala, our golf tournament, which will be at Desert Forest Golf Club. We have a full passport office, which is a service which is unique to the community in this area. And we have our reciprocal borrowing. We have a very small staff. I am the only full-time member of staff at the library, but we're augmented by about 140 volunteers. They operate the front desk, they shelve books, and they manage the bookstore. Our goal is our vision, and our vision is to be at the heart of the community. And we do that not only by being a library, but providing essential programming to children and to adults. We have over 30 programs a month for children and over 40 for adults, including computer classes, movies, authors' visits, and programs of interest to the community. Just in the last 2 days, we showed the movie Hugo yesterday afternoon, and we had 45 people attend. We do not make a charge for that. And today we had an iPad class and we had 30 people attend. This afternoon we had a workshop, mostly for ladies, about writing an autobiography. We're very proud of our collaborations. We once a month have Foothills Caring Corps come to the library for a movie. which is something we value very highly. We've recently teamed with Paradise Valley Community College to offer some of their courses at the library. As I'm sure you can see, we are truly trying to reach out to our residents and to provide services that are important to most people in our community. If the town of Carefree were able to incorporate the Desert Foothills Library into their budget this year, we would be financially able to provide even more to the community.
I'm curious, I look at my property tax bill, maybe you could answer it. And I know this question was probably answered a while back, but I don't remember. We pay, at least I do, every year about an average of $23 to the Maricopa Library System. Where does that money come?
The money that you pay in your property tax for the library system goes to the Maricopa County Library District, and that body collects all library income for civic municipal libraries in Maricopa County. Maricopa County Library District, they have offices down on Central in one of the tower blocks, and they then distribute the funding to all of the other municipal libraries within the county. That includes Phoenix, it includes Scottsdale, Mesa. There are also other independent libraries, such as Avondale has its own independent library, but it is still funded by taxation.
So you don't get any of this money?
We do not. The only funding we do get from the county is through a system called reciprocal borrowing. We report quarterly to Maricopa County the addresses and names and addresses of every patron we have who do not live in either the towns of Cape Creek or Carefree. And if we have someone, say, for example, in Scottsdale, and we have many patrons in North Scottsdale, and that person does not have a library card at any other library in Maricopa County, the county pays to us this year $28.
One quick question. David, does the town of Cape Creek currently support your library?
Historically, they did in the same way that you did, and historically they don't in the same way that you don't. We did actually make a presentation to the council meeting there about 3 weeks ago, so we're in exactly the same position. That application to be, it's a Library Journal Award for Best Small Library in the United States. Unfortunately, we didn't win it. The winner in 2012 is actually a library in Independence, Kansas. And although that is a publicly operated library, there are some very good comparisons with our library. The library was running as a straightforward library, and they took the view that the future was to become much more of a community centre. And I think that is very much in tune with the way we are operating. I mentioned the programs we have. And I think in order to be relevant, you do need to become much more than a library.